It's a mad dash, and she is running, and she's not stopping to stumble.
And you know what?
And there's nothing wrong with stopping this. I'm going to vote for her anyway, no matter what she says in a stupid fucking interview.
I obviously am an actor, but I'm trying to figure out which actors are actually getting paid to push this narrative right now.
Quentin Tarantino, he was on the Bill Maher podcast, Club Random, I think is the name of his podcast. And let's just watch it. It's a mess.
But the bigger issue is the left and their ability or their desire to engage with anyone who's not already in the bubble. And they get a big fat D- on that.
I couldn't agree more.
Right. I mean, you see Kamala. I mean, I'm glad she's doing well. I'm glad we have a real fight now for president. But doesn't talk to the press. Would never go near me. And when you won't go near the people who are going to vote for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to vote for you. Do I have to love everything? No, I don't. It just shows they're afraid. And you're right. I see it so much.
Well, hold on. I don't. Okay, you know what? I don't see her. Well, there's no reason for her to go on your show before the election. But I can actually see her.
Yes, there is. Because I speak to the exact voter she needs. The person.
But see, that's exactly wrong, though, Quentin. Like, there is a reason. Mm-hmm. It would make. See, what's messing Kamala up is the fact that she's not doing these kind of these podcasts and things. Mm-hmm. Donald Trump has done several podcasts.
Yeah.
And he's done traditional interviews as well with mainstream media, although he hates them because they're fake news. Mm-hmm. He still does it because he knows the people probably want to hear what he has to say or whatever. He goes on podcasts, he's very spontaneous, questions are thrown at him, situations are, and he's doing all of this. And so is JD Vance. So why is it that the people on the left are not doing that either?
Like Trump would come on this channel. He would come on. He would come and sit with Bill Maher.
He would.
So would JD Vance. Mm-hmm. They're not afraid to be challenged, mm-hmm. and they're also not afraid of being people who agree with them.
Yeah.
But she won't even go on shows where people are going to vote for her, like what he's saying.
Yeah.
And that was the whole point. It's like even when CNN couldn't get mm-hmm. a hold of them, it's just like you don't even want to be interviewed from people who mm-hmm. are going to vote for you and going to stand up for you.
Yeah.
That is the most oddest thing. That means that you are not only bad, but you're the worst.
Right. And so I would disagree. I mean, Bill Maher is right in this situation. I speak directly to her voter base. So why is she not coming on here?
The person who is in the middle. The person who is not ideologically captured by either side. Now, there are some who watch who are that, and everyone is welcome. I need a bigger audience all the time. I'm greedy that way. But basically, that's exactly the audience she needs. The MSNBC crowd is already voting for her. People who watch me, who will decide, this election will probably be decided in 4 states by something like 80,000 votes in each. That's how these elections, how close they are these days. And that's where we're back to. We're at least back to normal, which sucked, but it is normal that it's 50-50 going into the election. With Biden, it wouldn't have been.
Let me ask you about this, though. Okay, look, there's nothing you said that isn't right, all right? And there's definitely nothing you said that isn't right in a normal election cycle. I mean, it's irrefutably right in a normal election cycle where you have a year to set your case. I think there's just all about winning the election, all right? And then the easiest path to winning the election, look, you can talk about maybe she should have had more guts about this or that and the other, but we're the president.
Right.
And Trump's not the president, and we're the president, and now it's going to be about this. But this is about winning. What most people don't give the Democrats enough credit for, all right, but we give the Republicans credit for. It's no, sometimes it's just about winning, and it doesn't matter how we look at this moment. It's about winning.
Right.
This is about winning.
Yep. No, it is.
This comes from 2 people that can afford for anyone to win.
Yeah. Right.
See, this is the reason why I can't stand celebrities.
Yeah. There you go.
It's because they don't lose any real skin in the game.
Yeah.
You know, they're all wealthy. They all live in gated communities. They all have great health care. All their kids are going to Harvard and whatever they want to do. They all get lots of ratings, lots of attention. You know what I mean? They wear the best clothes. They eat the best food. They go to the best restaurants. They can travel whenever they want. So for them, they just want to win for ego's sake.
Yeah.
They don't care. They're not going to lose anything if Trump. If they're probably going to gain, but their puppet masters are telling them to go for Kamala. And even though like a Bill Maher, who is what I call, I guess, a classic liberal, he's someone who I think he's annoyed with his own party. Yeah. Because they're making buffoons of him, because he used to be funny making fun of the right all the time. And now he has to make fun of his own party because they're, you know, be honest, creepy. Yeah. They're weird, creepy, and they're kind of dumb. Right. You know what I mean? And so here we've got, you know, what's his name? Quentin Tarantino just saying, I want to win. We just need to win. We just want to win. So there's no, just, that is so classic of a lefty. Yeah. Not even thinking about policies really. And people. Or the substance of the candidate and the, you know, the outlook they have and the vision they have for the country going forward. None of that. Just win. Okay, I want Trump to win because his policies line up to helping everyone, even these crazy lefties out here. All right? Trump's policies will help them too, whether they like it or not. It will. And so I like that. But he's just talking about, he just doesn't. It's like a game. Trump. It's just Trump derangement. Yeah, but it's just a game to them. Yeah. This isn't a real thing for them. It's just a game. They're not going to lose anything, and so this is just a game. They don't really care about people. Yeah. The truth is that between the two of them, these men are probably in their 60s at this point. They've made a lot of money off this country and off the people in this country. Right. You know, and they don't care about what happens to people's mortgages, people's grocery bills, people trying to have kids, people trying to, you know, people going through the borders, the welfare that we're giving these people. They don't care about none of that. They just want to win. And these two men in their 60s have not yet talked about a policy. Yeah, no Democrats really talk about policy. Ben Stiller, nothing. They have nothing to say about this. They have that she's black. She's black, and she's a woman, and she's a Democrat. That's it. And that's all they can press.
It's a mad dash, and she is running, and she's not stopping to stumble.
And you know what?
And there's nothing wrong with stopping this. I'm going to vote for her anyway, no matter what she says in a stupid fucking interview.
I'm going to vote for her anyway, no matter what she says in this interview. So no matter if this woman is completely hollow, shallow, and has no real feasible kind of like substantive plan, she couldn't articulate that in this interview. It's that you don't care about that.
It's because they're hollow. Yeah, they're used to being in Hollywood and this bubble of a world where real people don't really exist. Just a bunch of rich millionaire, you know, directors and producers, and they're not really around people. Right. So for them, you know, all it is the same, you know, sort of, you know, LGBTQ, same stuff. You know. We need safe spaces. Right. Black people need some, you know, some. Black people, you know, need some reparations. It's the same stuff. You know, everybody needs to have a kumbaya moment. Let all the immigrants the illegal immigrants run in here. And it's okay. We need to just love each other. Are we doing the dream?
Oh, I'm about to do it in a second.
Okay, but we'll show you exactly what happens when you're a celebrity and then you don't do it.
Yeah, because there are some celebrities out here, very few, probably can count them on one hand, that are actually speaking up and speaking out and, you know, saying, look, no. One of them is the Soprano star. What's her name? Drea Matteo. She talked about this on Fox, and I thought it was interesting, and so we're going to watch that. I thought, wow, for her to say that, that's something.
Well, Trump derangement syndrome, it's back.
Oh, God, Senator, are you okay?
I'm all right. Just a Jersey boy falling for Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, get out and vote for Harris Walls.
And if it's not politicians pretending that they're cool or that they care about you, of course it's celebrities.
It's all about protecting a woman's right to choose. It's about lowering taxes for the middle class.
Being unburdened by what has been.
What? Excuse me?
White dudes for Kamala.
Yes, yes.
All right, so what is Kamala's economic plan?
I'm supposed to state policy? Are you out of your mind?
Did you sense something wrong with Joe Biden on that night?
No, not at all. We're not reporting properly. Leave the man alone. He's already out. And respect what he's done for our country. Okay. Period.
Well, fashion icon Derek Zoolander, he's giddy for Harris, too.
Quick question, why you came and what you like about Harris' platform?
Just very excited about moving forward and all the energy and excitement that's around this movement right now. So that's why I'm here, because it's time for change, and it seems like it's happening.
Do you think she'll be able to sustain the momentum post-convention?
For sure.
You think the race is going to be close?
It's going to be close, but everybody's motivated to work and make it happen. So, and she and Tim Walz are just incredible candidates.
Did you see his handler? You see his handler? Come on. No more questions about this at all. Look, that one guy. Oh, you're gonna question me about policy? Really? He's at the DNC, a political convention, and he's surprised and shocked and annoyed that this man at a political convention is asking him a political question.
Yeah, these people are completely hollow. Again, celebrities are the worst. I mean,
it's amazing.
There are very few that are good, but the great majority of them are being paid for. I mean, look at Rob Reiner.
Come on.
I mean, Archie Bunker is right. He was a meathead.
Yeah.
Actress and founder of the patriotic anti-censorship apparel line Ultra Free, Drea de Matteo joins us now. Drea, thanks for being here. Drea, what do you make of? Does the celebrity endorsement mean what it did in the past when you have a celebrity on the ballot himself, surrounded by a Kennedy and others? I mean, how much does that stuff matter?
I mean, I am so confused by all of it. I mean, I am the token Fox liberal. I come on and talk sense about all of these things. I obviously I'm an actor, but I'm trying to figure out which actors are actually getting paid to push this narrative right now, because any true liberal is anti-war, anti-censorship, pro-health. They would be anti-mandate. That's totalitarian. That was authoritarian. And that was on the left. I mean, I know that there's a lot of, deep-rooted corruption, and sometimes they capture each party. Right now, that capture is on the left. And I don't understand how all of these actors and so-called peace lovers are pushing something that is tyrannical at the moment. So does it matter? No.
Well, you mentioned getting paid. What is it about then? Are they getting paid, or are they just following the herd because that makes it easy in their profession? You sticking out this way doesn't make it easy for you to get your next gig.
I'll never have another gig. At the very moment, all I care about is fighting for this country and just trying to wake up a few more of my fellow liberals to get back to the center of things and recognize that the things they always fought for, all of that weaponization on the left is camouflage. They're fighting for social issues that really don't matter when you look at the big picture of what's really happening behind the scenes. The social issues are irrelevant right now. Honestly, this country's falling to pieces.
So yeah, she's 100% right about that.
She says social issues are irrelevant right now, and people always try to find a new movement, a new protest. They're always trying to find something new like that. Look, that has not. We are past that right now. We are having an invasion of people coming to this country, and we have a inflation issue.
I mean, she's 100% right on that. You know what I mean? It's just like, well, look, even as far as black people are concerned, we have all these black people in politics, and we can't get it together. Yeah, at this point, we don't need any more black people in politics. We need to just get it together. So I'm done with social stuff right now because I don't feel that there is any.
Right. There's not.
There's taking personal responsibility for your life, no matter what your social issue is. Right. But other than that, I mean,
people like her are nuts. People like her, it's gonna hurt her career because, I know that happened with Tim Allen, didn't you say he was having?
Yeah, when Tim Allen had his show, his not Home Improvement, he had another show.
So
he was number one in there. He was number one in the what do you call it? The network.
Yeah.
That he was part of, and because he did a random interview with someone on his show. And the lady asked him who he was going to vote for. So this was back when Trump was running against Hillary Clinton, and he just said, kind of passively, "I'm going to vote for Trump." You know, and literally his show was ended.
Yep.
And he was number one in their slot.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a lot of people watching. So this is it's the same thing that happened with Roseanne. They rebooted the Roseanne show, and the entire cast was for Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
And she kept saying every time I went to the set, they kept trying to make jokes about Republicans. And then they got rid of her.
Yeah.
And then she gave her show over to people who didn't. That show's about her life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's his name? Jamie Kennedy has a podcast now, and he's also saying like, you know, I don't care if I get another gig after this. I could literally go to live in Florida right now and just not do anything. But I don't like what I'm seeing with our country. I don't like this.
Yeah.
This is it's Marxism.
It is. We were watching Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider.
We were watching him talk to Tucker Carlson. You know, a little clip of him talking about this, and I guess it just gives you an insight to how deep it can go if you're a celebrity pushing against the liberal narrative. How bad it can actually get. So I'm gonna play the clip now.
My friend called me and he said, listen, you're really famous. You're just a nuisance right now. But if you hurt them, if you cost them money, you will never work again. And these companies will sue not just you, they'll sue these other places to make sure that you never work again. And I said, damn. But I said, but I'm right about this. And he said, somebody's got to stand up. He said, and he said this to me, you have a daughter. Is it fair that she has to do this fight too? And I was like, whoa. That took me out of my knees. That's very heavy.
That's a direct threat to me. Like, if you reading through those lines is very easy. Like, that's a direct threat. This is how deep it is, y'all. Like,
so when you see someone like Billy Porter trying to act like he's a victim,
it's a bunch of BS.
It's a bunch of BS.
Yeah.
The people who have the most social credit in this country now are gay people.
Yes.
Are gay people.
Yeah.
There's a clip of Elizabeth Taylor talking to I don't know if it's Oprah or not, but she's talking about the fact, this was way back, and she's talking about the fact that gay people run Hollywood, and she goes on and on about if it hadn't been for gay people, this whole business wouldn't exist.
Wow.
And so this is why they push all of this stuff, because we do know who's running that.
Yeah, I think it's very chilling though for the position that some of these people would be in.
Yeah,
for just even like J.K. Rowling made all the Harry Potter cast very rich kids, now adults, but made them very, very filthy rich children, based solely off of that series of books and movies, and they had the nerve to basically just throw her under the bus.
Because she said men are men and women are women.
Threw her under the bus, and she's still getting having to defend herself.
I mean, she's a liberal.
Yeah.
She's a classic liberal. I mean, Piers Morgan's classic liberal. But the instant he says common sense, see, that's the thing, is that the instant someone from the left, like Bill Maher sometimes.
He says common sense.
Sometimes they say common sense things. And the left does not want common sense anymore. They want radical. They want to turn the world upside down.
Yeah, right.
They want us to be saying left is right. It's very George Orwellian. The way they want the world to be.
Yeah, shout out to Drea de Matteo and Rob Schneider. Is it Schneider?
Rob Schneider.
I keep saying Schneider for some reason. To them for speaking up about all this, because celebrities, we've always talked about celebrities where you can't take this stuff too seriously with them. But when you hear people like Drea and Rob, you think, wow, this is real for them. But yeah, let's know what you think about that, you guys. Leave in the comments below.